What's up, Sneak Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after Week 16 in our Columbus Aviators franchise, where the Aviators picked up their fourth loss of the season to their division rival, the Houston Texans. Things did not go the Aviators' way at all. Our offense was kind of struggling to get into some rhythm. They didn't do too bad. However, our defense just dropped the ball big time. We allowed the Texans to run all over the field. Their quarterback only threw 3 incomplete passes. Definitely not a good look for us right before the playoffs. You know, we got a tough game against the New York Jets next, and we got to get some things situated if we're going to go into the playoffs. I mean, overall, we've been looking really good throughout the season. I think we all know that. But it does get a little bit worrisome when you are struggling with certain aspects of the game, particularly on the defensive side of the ball. You know, we're going to be going up against some high-powered offenses, and if our defense cannot lock some people down, we could be in trouble. We definitely feel very comfortable with Tyrone Stevens. He's a great lockdown corner, but our linebackers are just failing to cover the field. We saw like 14 or so combined catches from the tight ends of the Texans, and it's kind of been like that all season. Other teams' tight ends have really just been destroying us, and it honestly kind of makes me want to get Bradford involved. He has the best coverage skills of any of our linebackers, and if things don't change, it might be something that we have to do. We have another game ahead of us. We're going to see if our guys can lock it down first, and we definitely don't really want to make a big change right before the playoffs, but it's got to be something we are considering at the very least. Things are not going well in that regard, and our team's going to have to step it up before we face some very, very good opponents. For the Jets, we have James Gomez, the third-year quarterback out of Georgia, leading the way. Bryce Petty going to be behind him. Dwayne Sherman, the rookie out of Wisconsin, 5'11", 206 pounds, 78 overall. And then they have Kelsheem Flowers, the second-year pro from Idaho State, backing him up. So a pair of young running backs there. Marshawn Howell, the third-year pro from Alabama at fullback. Wide receiver Eric Decker. Kadron Coleman, another Wisconsin rookie here, 79 overall, 6'2". Definitely a player we're going to have to keep an eye on. CJ Hartman, second-year pro out of LSU. Devin Smith and Trey McBride over there. Jace Amaro and Scott Chandler going to be the tight ends. They have Jared Phelps, third-year pro from Florida State at left tackle. Scrolling through the list here, not a great offensive line. They do still have Nick Mangold there, a great center. But outside that, there's a lot to be desired. They do have Frederick Agers out of Florida State as well. So they had a pretty solid draft. You can tell they got quite a few guys willing to contribute right away. 84 overall, playing at right tackle for them. At left end, they have Wilkerson. At right end, Richardson. And then, of course, at defensive tackle, Harrison. I mean, just 3 great players on that defensive line. And our running game might struggle because of that. It's going to be interesting to see how they do. Patrick Kelly, second-year pro from Florida, 85 overall, right outside linebacker. They still have Revis and Cromartie holding it down at the cornerback spots for him. Sterling Moore, Parrish Cox, the former Aviator over there, and Kayvon Webster rounding out that crew. LaMarcus Joyner going to be the free safety. Strong safety Marcus Gilchrist at kicker. They have Hartley. And overall, a pretty solid team. It's another team I feel like we should beat, but you know what? We felt that way against the Texans, and that was just not a good game for us. We're going to be on the road for this one as well, so it's something else that we're going to have to, get used to playing on the road over here. Now, if we lose this game, we could be in trouble with our home field advantage. Right now, the Patriots actually have the same record as us. I don't know who has the tiebreaker. I'm going to assume we do based on the fact that we're listed at number 1. But we definitely got to pull out a victory in this last game and secure home field advantage throughout the playoffs. We don't really want to go to Foxborough on the road, in a potential championship game matchup. That would not be an ideal situation for the conference right there. So we got to show up for Week 17 here. Let's go ahead and check out the stats, the awards over here. Again, we're going to go over all the yearly awards after Week 17. So we'll wait for that. We will look at the MVP race, but you got Russell Wilson, 33 of 42, 2 passing touchdowns for him. I mean, that's a great game, 407 yards. I'm a little shocked. It's enough to win NFC Offensive Player of the Week. They have Whitehead, 16 tackles and a sack for the Redskins. Swearinger, 11 tackles and an interception for the Dolphins. And then his teammate Ryan Tannehill, 26 of 43, 3 passing touchdowns for him. I'm assuming with Russell Wilson getting Player of the Week there that he is going to still be the candidate here, and he is. Russell Wilson, number 1, Andrew Luck, 2, Ryan Tannehill, 3, Broussard falling down 2 spots here to number 4, Andy Dalton, 5, Teddy Bridgewater, 6, Nate Keller, 7, Max Austin at 8, Cam Newton, 9, and Aaron Rodgers coming in at number 10. We can also check out the injury report for the Jets before we get into this game. And one last look over here, actually, before I do this. One last look. I didn't really get too far into it. I probably should have. So obviously, we are winning the AFC South, the Patriots the AFC East, the Broncos AFC West, and then the Browns at the AFC North. And the Colts and the Dolphins are looking like the 2 wild card teams right now. That could always change, but the Colts are looking pretty solid, winning their last 3. The Dolphins, on the other hand, have lost 2 in a row and are in danger of dropping out, and that could even present an opportunity for the Texans, who just beat us, to get into that other wild card spot. It'd be pretty interesting if 3 of our teams from our division are going to make it. The Jets and the Bengals also in the running for that wild card spot, so you know the Jets are going to bring their A game for this. The Seahawks winning the NFC West, the Eagles the NFC East, the 49ers getting one of those wild card spots there, the Vikings the NFC North, and then the Buccaneers the NFC South, with the Cowboys and the Cowboys, Cardinals, and Bears all battling it out there for the other spot. So it's going to be an interesting Week 17 for sure. A lot of teams have a lot on the line, and you know that the Jets are going to bring it. They are still fighting for that wild card spot, and you know we can't fall asleep against them. That would be a colossal mistake for our team. We kind of did that against the Texans, and it came back to bite us. We can't do that again. Demario Davis being the only player out for the Jets, that is a big blow. You know, he's a 91 overall middle linebacker, one of the captains of that defense for sure. However, he's only out for 1 more week. So if they do make a wild card game by beating us, then they are going to get him back for the playoffs, and that should add another element to their defense. That is going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. Smash that like button if you did, and I will see you guys in Week 17 as we take on the New York Jets. Later.